Alright, the first matchup, guys, is going to be Dwarves from Sauron against the red Isengard player Enumara on the left side. Hey Joe, Hoşgeldin, welcome. We see two furnaces coming up for the Isengard player into the Uruk pits, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side, we see Mineshaft, and Hall of Warriors coming up for the Dwarven player Sauron in the first game. Remember, best of 7 means whoever wins 4 games. That means we will hopefully be able to see long games, great games, and a lot of games today in this best of 7 series. And if you are lucky, right after this one, we're gonna have another best of 7 in the next quarterfinal games between Meshirofax against King Mustafa, so stay tuned. It will be, as Bilbo would like to say, a night to remember. Hey Benzi, how are you doing today? We see Guardian. On the other side, we see Furnace, Uruk pits into the Uruk-hai, ladies and gentlemen. Furnace, 3 furnaces as far as I can see. He's going now for the furnace number. No, that's an offensive mineshaft coming up already from Sauron. Isengard was not scouting, so he doesn't know the matchup. Unless he's stream sniping, of course. But not knowing the matchup against dwarves and not being ready when he is ready to attack is gonna be quite bad for you, trust me on that one. So we will see. I mean, remember, the rallying call is gonna get shut down by the Kribane, so... And Uruk-hai should be stronger than the Guardians in a one-on-one situation. But is it gonna be a one-on-one situation? That's the big question. Furnaces are extremely squishy, guys. They have only 1080 health. Keep up now. We have a 2v1 situation now. And also, Sokrale, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, my dude. I wish you a nice day. Okay, Kribane is gonna be used to debuff the enemy units. He's also using the shield wall formation to make the Uruk-hai a bit more tanky. The furnace here is gonna be taken down right after. Okay. And actually, it's still a cool... Actually, I'm surprised. I was thinking that this fight is gonna be kind of one-sided. But actually, Guardians are still very strong, you know? Maybe he was moving the Kribane a bit too soon to debuff the enemy units. He needs to also move it on top of the enemy units. Right now, it's only active. And because he was kind of lazy with the Kribane, he will end up losing this fight against the Guardians. Which are, by the way, also all about to hit level 2. That's gonna unlock the charge attack, which is gonna make them, for a short duration, to like a cavalry unit, they will be able to trample down this Uruk-hai, and the fight is gonna be even more one-sided. The furnace is going down definitely. The mineshaft has to be taken down as soon as possible if you don't want to deal with more and more Guardians slash pikemen all the time. No transition into anything else yet. And the most seen dwarven hero in BFME2 is definitely the daddy of Gimli, and this is of course Gloin, as he's very cost efficient. Crossbowmen are gonna be able to deal with the Guardians. Their main weakness, of course, is the lack of mobility. However, like mentioned a couple of times, once they hit level 3, level 5, level 7, level 10, they will also be able to move a bit faster. And actually level 10 is going to be quite significant because you get every time 5% movement speed bonus, you know, at level 3, level 5, level 7. So you will have like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 4 times 5 is going to make them actually, I don't know how fast they're going to be. Are they going to be as fast as Uruk-hai? I can't tell. I don't know. Hey, good evening. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Jay, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you in the chat. Uruk-hai are forcing the opponent to destroy the mineshaft. He's creeping the troll layer at the bottom left side at the very same time. On the other side, once again, no transition into the battle wagons or extrovers. Nothing like that. The troll is going to be taken down. Level 2. Warg Riders are going to be able to scout the area, but they should avoid trampling down this pikeman. Uruk-hai, however, will be able to deal with them, no problemo. I mean, he was also not picking the war chant, keep in mind. He was starting with the Kribane. And we have the first hero, guys, and like I was predicting that, it's of course Gloin, since he's very cost efficient. The creep, the money, oh, he's also taking all the money. That's very unlucky for the Isengard player right there. Very unlucky. And also the Warg Riders, they need to be careful. When they get clumped, the slap, or the slam rather, but we call it slap in this channel, is able to hit multiple units at the same time. And he was also not capturing this in for whatever reason. Hey Tempt, welcome. They are now moving on. Actually, Isengard is still in the game. So this game is far from being over. And also, once again, keep in mind that dwarves have no chance of getting King Brand on the field in Battle for Middle-earth 2. King Brian is the exclusive hero for the Rise of the Witch King all alone. This mineshaft is going down. He has only Guardians inside the genes, so they need to be careful against those Warg Riders. Oof! On your on your face, son. Dude, from level 1 to almost level 4 in a second. What is going on now? What is going on now? Okay, Pikeman now. He might be able to defend himself against the Warg Riders. Okay. Alright. Alright, so there is a mineshaft coming up, and dwarves, they are not the best when it comes to Volk, you know? Gloin doesn't mess around indeed, my dude. Oh, and also level 4 is gonna unlock his Shake Foundation, keep that in mind. So Shake Foundation is a massive damage to a single building, and this building might be Uruk Pit or any other furnace, really. Oh, the Volk... Hey! Who? Huh? What? I'm confused. Why would you walk past by? I don't know. He had no pikemen around this. You could have trampled them down a bit, you know? He's gonna hit level 2 now, level 4 now, sorry. Shake Foundation is available for the big push. He has also Rallying Call, of course, available. Rebuild is available for the worst case scenario to heal up a building. Potentially this one. Eventually this one. Nah, he's not gonna heal it up. Also, this is gonna be demolished from the Dwarven player by himself. Rallying Call has been used. That's a big attack. And remember, this attack is being even stronger with the presence of the Daddy of Gimli-san. Time delay is on? I don't know. Keep up. Oh, the Shake Foundation is able to one-shot the Uruk Pit. Look at the animation, guys. It is falling into pieces. The furnace is going to be taken down right after. That will be a hard-to-defend attack. Isengard has nothing around to keep himself protected. That's why he's forced to build some arrow tower expansions around the fortress. Lourdes can't match this until he's level 2 for the Carnage, or level 3. Not level 2 also, just like in Rise of the Witch King. Look how much damage he's taking. And even with Carnage, you know, Gloin is a tick hero. He doesn't die that fast. Trust me on that one. Like, he will be able to withstand a lot of damage. He's extremely tanky. And if we take a look into recurring command points and power points, we can see that Sauron has 550. So he's actually still in the game after losing even a couple of mineshafts before. He has 7 power points collected after the Rallying Call and Rebuild. On the other side, Isengard, unfortunately, is dropping down to 250. Remember, you start the game with 200 command points. It means he has only one single furnace around. And this is the furnace right here. If this furnace falls, he will be down to 200. You can't have less than that. I mean, you can when you lose the fortress, but that's gonna be also GG. So Lourdes is chasing down the pikemen. He has absolutely nothing on the field, by the way. Like, no unit beside Lourdes, that's it. And the thing is, this Gloin is on the hands, you know? He's chasing down those Uruk Pits all the time, denying Isengard to be able to come back to the game. Okay? And also he's dealing a lot of damage to the fortress, multiple towers are coming up, but it's a huge Dwarven army. Does he have Sea Shammers? I mean, we won't get the chance to see, because Enumara is demolishing his fortress by himself, and that's gonna be GG. For the first game, Dwarves are victorious, and with that, Sauron is able to get the win, the W in the game number 1. So you have the blue Goblin player, Sauron at the bottom side, against the red Dwarven player, Enumara at the top side. J34, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the streamer, dude. So Dwarves against Goblins, the clash of the mobile factions with tunnels and mineshaft connections, but once again, Dwarves, they have like the upper hand in the beginning of the game. The first push might be quite effective, especially because tunnels are the squishiest resource buildings in the game. With that being said, you might be able to deal, you know, great amount of damage, which, you know, might lead you to the position to snowball your lead into a very quick and fast victory. I believe if this is not going to be the case, Dwarves are not the best killing faction in the game, I'm assuming. But we will see. Shanks, can you focus what goblins do a little bit more? Dudes, we have seen goblins like thousands times. It was kind of cursed, guys. Yoda, you won't believe me, man. In the last tournament, also for the Rise of the Witch King, everything was pretty much the same. Everything was randomized, and it was like 80% of the factions we have seen were goblins. Was kind of rigged, you know?
What can I say? It's a goblin year.
Yeah,
it seems.
It's the year of the goblin, 2021. Yeah, so we have a mineshaft start, 2 mineshafts into the Hall of Warriors. On the other side, we see Goblin Cave into the second Goblin Cave coming up from Sauron. We have a mineshaft coming offensively at the bottom left side. You see, you know, close to the troll layer at the bottom left. So what is the Goblin player supposed to do? Is he supposed to defend himself, or is he supposed to deal some damage? Because keep in mind that mineshafts are extremely tanky in compared to the Goblin tunnels.
Well, he decided to attack his opponent. He's going to be aggressive, definitely with this kind of build. If he wished to defend himself and then attack, he would go for a Fisher and go for Troll.
Yeah, I think Troll's gonna be nice. We have seen this matchup already a couple of times in this tournament in the round of 16, and also seen how effective the Trolls can be in this matchup. Goblins, they are definitely no match against the Guardians, but on the other side, they are faster. So he's scouting the area. He was actually curious if he's creeping or not, but that's definitely not the case. Dwarves are going for an attack with one Guardian only from the front and one Guardian from the bottom left side. So he's gonna go for a sandwich moment. Rallying Call is available, and Goblin player might go for the Cave Pads, and that's gonna be indeed his choice. Does he have anything to defend? Not yet.
There is the first time when we can actually see the Goblin archers, I presume, in this matchup.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a bad rallying call. I think he should be saving the rallying call for the other, engage, because he has two Guardians coming now. And because the rallying call is not gonna do much, they will be just alive a little bit longer, or maybe charge attack. Use on the archers. Use it. Nice. But smart move and very quick reaction. Very well done. Definitely. We will also have Cave Pads flying around.
And now he's going to clear up the Guardians that are on aggressive stance, so they're getting more damage, a little bit.
Yeah.
They should be definitely on defensive, or hold ground stance as it's called. And so they will be able to withstand the arrows a little bit longer, but it's not going to be the case. And after this one, we are going to have Fisher.
Erekusu 721.
Erekusu, thank you for the sub for the third month, my friend. Appreciate that. Welcome back. It was a wrong commitment, definitely, I believe. He wanted to desperately take down the Goblin Cave, but he should have taken down the tunnel instead. I think tunnels are a bit easier to destroy in compared to the Goblin Cave, and not only he was not able to take it down, but also he lost the momentum. On the bright side, he was also able to save his own mineshaft in between these two production buildings, Archer Range and the Hall of Warriors. But for now, no economical damage dealt to either player, so no tunnel lost and also no mineshaft lost just yet.
Well, there were 2 cancellation of tunnels for Sauron, so he cancelled 2 tunnels at least.
Yeah, I mean, basically you are not wrong. With that being said, I believe Dwarves had a bit better start, but the start could be much better, much better.
Well, he was able to be aggressive, but he wasn't able to deal any kind of damage, so it's not that good for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that micro and macro is as important as the decision making in this kind of games. Like the choice you need to make or you want to make is gonna determine how the game is gonna play off in long terms. And once again, I believe the tunnel vision focusing on the Goblin Cave was definitely not the right call. Even if you take it down, it's not gonna be a game-winning moment. But I believe taking down the tunnels instead and cutting down the resource gain from your opponent is always a very solid choice. And also it's kind of secured because the tunnel is once again very squishy, and you can definitely take it down in no time. Shanks Sparrow, indeed, dude. Do you guys like the new music? I wanted to change the music a little bit to have something else than always the same music we are listening pretty much every single day.
In another attempt,
like
this
Pirates
time
of the
with axe
Caribbean.
throwers. This time with axe throwers, unfortunately there are 2 trolls at the moment to defend it.
Yeah,
so
he's smashing.
I don't think so that anything is going to be lost, maybe 1 tunnel with rebels.
Yeah,
and they will
that's the thing, I
themselves
believe the trolls have a bit more impact in BFME2 in compared to Rise of the Witch King. In Rise of the Witch King they feel like Peeper against pikemen and extroverts and archers, but here they feel a bit more resistant. However, they are the builder, he's not paying attention. Enumara, Yabadabadu, and out are you. No, you are not out.
Not the builder.
Not the builder. He's going down. The troll is doing a phenomenal job also at the bottom left side defending, slapping down those Guardians of the Galaxy. And look, he's sacrificing now many units, you see that? Like, he's running it down basically. The rallying call is not gonna help you that much. And just focus on the troll. Creepbane or Cave Pads is gonna be used to deny the effect from the rallying call anyway. Troll is hitting level 3. Remember, every unit is able to hit level 10. And look at the damage. Melee damage 267, range damage 303, and basic auto heal. And he's all about to hit level 4. And he needs to make something happen against the trolls, maybe Man of Steel.
Like we saw yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, even then, they were not that effective. The Men of the Hill, to be honest. The Trolls, they feel really solid.
It was nice timing. And look at the power points, they are equal in power points, and it's never good for Dwarf to have equal power points than your opponent. Oh, but the builder for Goblin has been taken down as well.
That's good. It's like 1-for-1 now. And we have also a hero. The hero is Klein. The thing is, Klein is nice. Yeah, of course, he's gonna deal decent amount of damage, but he lacks of mobility. Just like all the Dwarven heroes, really. I mean, you have King Dane or Gimli. They are extremely slow, all of them. So you have no chase potential against the Cave Troll, which is the real threat, the main threat right now. So you need either some pikemen and hope that he's gonna run into them, or ideally, you will need some Men of the Hill to burst him down.
And we got Men of the Hill.
Oh yeah, we have the Men of the Hill summon now.
Immediately after.
But the Trolls, they don't even die that fast. And the Man of the Hill is like a 10 power point summon here, not 15, unlike in Rise of the Witch King. The Troll, focus down the Troll, focus down the Troll. Is he gonna be able to take him down eventually? Yeah. That's a
lost.
Coordination from the Troll. Was a level 4 one. Too bad that he lost him this way. And with the Man of the Hill, he might be able to fish even some more power points. Indeed, the power points are rising to the sky. This game is actually looking pretty good for the Turkish player Enumara. I don't want to jinx it though. Maybe the Goblin player has something cooking, but for now he has 2 Goblin Caves, 1 Fisher level 2 for the Half Troll Pikeman and Cave Troll spam. He still recruits Goblins, you know, every single time they are available. And the attack might be kind of tough to be defended. 5 power points collected for Goblins, he might go for the War Chant or Tainted Land himself. But that's gonna delay his 10 or 15. Man of the Hill is on, I always say Man of the Hill to this White Man of the Island recently, I don't know why. The White Man of the Island is on cooldown. The tunnel is going down. Can I play this game online?
Yeah.
Sure, I mean Game Ranger.
Yeah. And Enumara definitely got to make use of those Men of the Hill.
Oh, the Troll is going down as well. Actually, the Men of the Hill, they are on the field for a really long time, dude.
Not as long as in 1.06, but still a decent amount of time. If they're going to be utilized in a good manner to take down those Trolls and Half-Troll Marauders, and then maybe archers in the back, that's going to be completely game changer on the side of the Dwarves.
But it's definitely bad focus there. He was not even attacking the Troll for a really long time. He could have taken him down. But unfortunately, it's a bit too late. The Trolls... that's a Hobbit summon this time. Okay, how Hobbits are gonna perform against the Trolls? That's the big question.
Oh, they will knock them down with firecrackers.
Okay. Oh
no. Or destroy the fortress.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Sauron is falling into darkness. Go back to your master, Morgoth, Sauron.
I presume Mordor is going to win. Should have easier time, at least at the beginning. It depends also how Enuma decided to start. Maybe he will go with Palantir and harass and rush his opponent. But map is so huge that it's super hard to even consider rushing on Westfold 2.
Yeah, very true, very true. And by the way, Johnny Brett, say thanks for the follow, appreciate that. And once again, guys, quick reminder, we have 2 minutes delay. So we have Isengard, the player Enumara, who was winning the previous game as Dwarves against Goblins, and we have the blue murder player Sauron, who was asking to put some stream delay, building 2 slaughterhouses into the Orc Pit. Tainted Land was used from Isengard, and from Mordor, sorry, and Isengard has chosen the Kribin, but he's not using it yet for scouting. Can you even know that this is Mordor Tainted Land? Because it might be also Goblin Tainted Land or not.
No, you cannot predict this.
Yeah.
So he's playing blind again.
So basically he doesn't know the matchup.
No, he got no idea. He's playing blind. He will realize when the first button of Orcs is going to appear, like on the middle. I think there will be some... Oh, he's going for 4 furnaces start, so there will be no Work Riders or Work Riders in time to just scout it. But he's going for Work Pit for some reason. And of course, some goblins are going to attack the structure. That's going to be just annoying. It's not going to
annoying. You get always the notifications
anyway.
on the map, you know, like a building is under attack. A building is under attack.
Yeah, and he's going to look at it from time to time. So when orcs appear like on the middle or a little bit further, he will realize that it's for sure is a Mordor player. And maybe he realized that because if you're a goblin on such a huge map, you would rather go for cave bats to get this mobility.
Yeah.
Which in case of Mordor is an Eye of Sauron, which got faster recall, but you wish to deal as much damage as possible at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and also, once
you are
again, the
Mordor,
furnaces are not the
somebody
tankiest
is
buildings in the game, so they're gonna fall even against one single orc battalion eventually. And when the Mordor units are on top of the Tainted Land, they will also have more armor, 30% armor, which is pretty nice. And the delay is 2 minutes, guys. And Casper, welcome. Guys, once again, if you type something in the chat to me, I am not able to respond immediately because you will listen or hear my answer 2 minutes later. So for that reason, we will be focusing a bit more on the game, not on the chat in the following games, because of the delay. Creepbane is gonna be used to, you know, kind of debuff them, make them lose a quarter of their damage. But even now, it's kind of crazy how squishy the furnaces are. The furnaces are, because they are still getting really blown up in no time.
Yeah, but at least the first battalion of Orc Riders was there to kill the entire battalion of Orcs.
Yeah.
The Builder was also blocking a couple of Orcs to move around and destroy this furnace or deal more damage towards it.
Yeah, and also actually Isengard is not getting punished for the 4 furnace opening. Pretty nice. And we have already a hero, the Nazguls.
Yeah, it's a huge map. This is super hard to punish your opponent. You may need a troll or Corsairs to do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, but you see the... Oh my goodness. That's so fiesta, dude. The Nazgul just having the best time of his life, trampling down those crossbowmen and getting level 2 instantly, which unlocks the debuff. And that's gonna force him to get some pikes on the fields now in order to be able to deal with this Nazgul on the horse, who's eventually, slowly but surely, taking down this furnace. And hitting almost level 4 after that one, I believe. Look, he's gonna get over a level, I believe, from killing this one furnace. We will see. Watch now, guys. One more hit. Boom. Yeah, he gets almost 2 full levels from killing one single furnace. That's crazy amount of EXP he was able to get himself there. Okay. So Warg Riders are looking for a counter-attack. Uruk-hai, and once again, no protection for either of these units, and the Nazgul can always retire and trample down these Uruks. Or chase down the Warg Riders. 300 for Mordor and 315 for Isengard command point wise. Tainted Line is almost back up for the next usage. And remember, the Nazgul is also applying debuff when he is nearby, you know, to the enemy units, which means enemy units are losing their leadership bonuses and buff bonuses. That would make even something like the whole ability, I'm assuming, completely useless. Whole is also considered as a buff, right? Yeah, leadership effect, yeah. Or
it got leadership effect, the nullified leadership effect, and also minus leadership effect, so you're going to have 25% less armor and damage.
Yeah, actually very effective. You know,
on top of
let's be real, the debuff is a bit more effective in BFME2 than in Rise of the Witch King. While the buff in Rise of the Witch King is way more impactful than in BFME2.
It's super impactful.
Yeah, it's very impactful. Like, without buff, you can't win the fight. That's how it works. Even if you Son Goku, even if you are using for Gonzo, I will hear it and you will hear it 2 minutes later. So then it's not gonna be funny anymore. The furnace has been taken down. Pikes against Orcs is not the best idea in the world. And the pikes are kinda expensive. They cost... Oh, actually pikes are hella expensive. They cost 450, my dude. 450. What are these, pikes or heroes?
The most pikes in the game.
Yeah, but still, you know,
Really
450 is a lot of cash.
It's a lot of cash, but he was starting with 4 furnaces, so it's okay. And he was... Nazgul was able to stop himself from getting into the pikes. It
Yeah.
feels like BFME 1 again.
500 command points for Mordor, 400 command points for Isengard. Mordor is definitely the momentum in the game number 3. Sauron is doing a good job. Let's see if he can maintain. The Nazgul is getting away. He's almost level 5. Remember, level 6 is gonna unlock the Margot Blades. And maybe you will need... Maybe... What do you think about Sharku or even Lurtz?
Waste of resources. It's too huge of a map. If you want to go for hero as an Isengard in this map, you need to have map control, and at this point, he's just snowballed.
Yeah.
And every corner, Mordor is able to creep everything, and although it's not that impactful for all of the game, he's able to get not only experience from the creeps, not only resources, but also the map control And he's able to recover his own base that was completely untouched.
And also the
So
thing
it's
is
even
that
better.
Isengard is making the mistake over and over again and fighting against the orcs with the pikemen. Of course he's gonna win the fight, but it's not a good trade, you know. Orcs, they cost about 60 and your units cost 450. And you are, I mean, that's an investment of 900 resources for the 2 pikemen he has. And he's fighting against investment of like 200 resources, you know. And he keeps losing stuff all the time, which is really bad.
He's wasting time of those pikes. Those pikes are really good if you're willing to destroy some structures, production structures, for example, or if you're able to catch an Nazgul, which Sauron will not allow, of course. It's the only hero that got to
and yeah,
keep an eye on.
definitely doesn't look good for Isengard. He's also losing stuff all the time. The middle ruin tower has been taken down in literally 2 seconds. And Mordo is, you know, having the momentum. He is snowballing, he is expanding, he is punishing, he is moving from all the possible pathways on the beautiful map Westfold. And once again, like Yoda said, that's a huge map. And we also need to give credits to Sauron, who is scouting all the time, who wants to make sure that there are no hidden furnaces left and right, you know? He knows
exactly
that
what
Eco
is
from
going
Isengard
on.
is doomed.
He knew exactly what is going on. Isengard was able to add another Uruk pit, but it's a little bit too late. It's a little bit too late. He got too micro-heavy with those infantry units to not get into the Corsairs that can kill all the infantry units, except Corsairs if they are protected, of course, by pikes
Yeah,
in
true, very
preoccupied
true.
formation. But Sauron isn't going to make such a mistake, and that's going to be
Enumara
a
doesn't
game.
say a single word and just leaves the game. And that's gonna be a 2-1 situation for Sauron. He's only 2 wins away from entering the semifinals. We have the red Elven player, Enumara, at the bottom side against the blue Isengard player, Sauron, at the top side. They don't, of course, know the matchup, but Elven player might be, you know, might be using the Foresight, and Isengard can either use the Creepane or the Vision of Palantir.
Well, Enumara got a chance at the moment. He already find out that the map is not that overcomplicated, and also he likes playing elves. So
Yeah.
I hope that he's going to put a nice fight over here.
We will see. We have 2 Malone trees into the barracks coming up for the Elven player. We see 2 furnaces into the Uruk pit coming up from the Isengard player, Sauron guys, on the other side. Once again, this map is called Brandy Hills, one of the most recent maps of the BFME2 game, and also, of course, in this tournament. What makes the map so special, just in case you missed the other streams, you have like Nazguls running wild around this side and Hobbits running wild around the other side. So pretty much Hobbits are trying to get away from the Nazguls, but they are in completely different directions, so they are in a good spot. Okay.
So far, nothing is happening. Enumara is preparing for creeping, the closest to Orklar, while Sauron is going to go harass his opponent with Uruk-hais. What kind of power points they choose? Sauron decided to do nothing.
And also
And
the Elven player
Enumara
didn't pick
also.
anything yet.
But it's going to be Farsight. Although it's super weird that he's going with Lorien warriors right after archers.
Yeah. But I think it's okay though, because what you can do is you can put the Lorien warriors in the whole ground stance in the front line to kind of body block, because once again Malone trees are also not the tankiest resource buildings in the game. And look at the HP difference. Malone tree have 1040, Furnace has 1080. So pretty much the same, like 40 more health point is not game changing, let's be real.
But definitely the Uruk-hais are hitting like a truck.
Yeah, but the thing is, I believe the swordmen here, they are also a little bit weaker in compared to, say it, against archers, you know. They will, oh, but he doesn't see them coming. Now he does say that he was just using the foresight.
There was a Palantir, and Foresight is going to be used on the base of the Isengard, so Palantir was used on the Uruk-hai, so they are faster, 15%, to catch to the
my
first
dude.
Maltry that was
What is
created.
this damage, dude? What is this damage? The Malone tree just got blown up. Like, it was not even close. Come on now. Hey Kitira, nice to see you back in the stream, dude. How you doing today, Kitira? Welcome. Glad you fixed your internet problems. We missed you. Okay, the question is how much counter damage will he be able to deal, but you see what I mean, the archers are hitting like a truck also against crossbow, against Uruk-hai.
Yeah,
this Malone
because
3 is
he's not-
definitely going down.
It's true because he's not in the formation, in the shield formation, because he wished to get away as fast as possible.
Yeah, he was also taking some damage, but it looks like he will be saving the Urukai. And the thing is that Isengard player Sauron will have some Warg Riders very soon on the field. And there are no pikemen protecting those archers or the Lothian warriors. However, the Elven passive means you will be able to get invisible around the trees. And maybe you can get away. Even though he's running into yet another furnace. Show us map, dude. I've shown this map already. Where is the map, guys? That's the map, Brandy Hills. You have Warg layer at the bottom side. And here there's a troll layer, as you can see. Troll layer also here, as well as a Warg layer. We have these buildings around. And once again, Nazgul is running around this side. Hobbits are running around this side. But again, I've shown this map many times already. And again, all the credits to Tempt in the chat. Sierra HD, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Appreciate that. And everybody, once again, guys, maybe Balintru and Kitira, you can also let them know every couple of minutes that we are having a delay in the stream for 2 minutes. Because of, you know, to make it a bit more competitive. Since Sauron was kind of thinking that his opponent was stream sniping. I don't think so, but just to make them a bit, you know, feel more comfortable. That they don't need to be worried about stream sniping, you know?
Farts had been used to increase the range of the archers to deal some damage, but Barak is going to go down.
Yeah, that's the only barracks he had. And also keep in mind that the Elven faction here does have no Lindens, like no Linden horse archer units. You have only the Rivendell Lancers, that's it. And actually this game is also looking good for Sauron. He has 450 against 300 command points.
Okay, stopping button is working here. Again.
Yeah, of course.
Saving the works.
As always works, my friend. S for stop.
Yeah, just stop the units.
Okay,
well, so all the resources that Elf get from the Warclar plus 100 got to be reinvested into the barrack.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, the barracks of course need some time to be built up, and he has only one single archer, which is definitely not gonna be enough. He has two archers, never mind, he has two archers. You see the placement of the army guys, with archers and pikemen inside each other, around the trees. This way they are, you see, you don't even see them on the minimap. You pay attention, guys. They are not seen on the minimap. They are invisible right now. And also the pikemen are invisible. That means if you are not paying attention with the Warg Riders, you might be running into them, and boom, you are gone, you know? And also here, he's hiding, like he's in a hide. He is like camouflage. What is the name of the animal which, you know, which has camouflage in English? Chameleon, right?
Chameleon, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's like chameleon elves. Lancers now. Camping, hiding. But that's gonna give, of course, the Isengard player some time. He has now Lurtz on the field as the first hero of the game, number 4. He will also be able to crypt the troll layer eventually. There we go. That means even more money, more map control, more snowballing effect.
He's going to be able to do it, to be honest. Sorry to interrupt, but we're going to see if it's going to be able to do it. Because, well, Elf is moving. But he doesn't seem to be bothered with Troll.
Yeah.
And it gives treasures to the Isengard player.
Uh-oh. Actually, Lurtz might be in trouble here. There is no backup. He's level 1 only. I mean, he's gonna, of course, abuse the press S tactic. That's annoying, you know. I used to hate this when I was playing BFME 1 myself. When the heroes were abusing that from the enemy player, they could get from one side of the map to the other side by just moving, pressing S, moving, pressing S. That's gonna make your units bug all the time. Foresight has been used, there is a counter attack. The Svalon tree is gonna get definitely bursted down. The problem is, I don't know, man. Elven player has nothing to defend himself. Absolutely nothing.
He was bait with this lures to come to the Isengard player. Isengard can just level up lures at this point and stay near his own fortress to heal units.
Yeah.
And Elf is completely outside of his position, to be honest. And he got to attack, because if he even came back, the entire army that is in the base of Isengard is just coming to harass him from the back.
Yeah, and once again, nothing to defend means every Malone tree is gonna fall. And unlike the Elven player, Isengard player Sauron has something to defend. Like he has Pyrex, Lurtz, Crossbowmen, Warg Riders, he has everything that he needs to keep himself protected. And Trample is incoming now against Lorien Warriors. They're gonna get one-shotted almost. Lourdes is diving in with the Carnage, which is also giving him splash damage, which means you should not be committed or clumped against him like that. You will be able to hit multiple units at the same time. He's almost level 5. That's gonna unlock the leadership, which is damage leadership. That means 50% damage to the nearby allied units, which is able to, you know, make your units hit even harder. But is it even needed though? Because Elven player is falling apart.
Well, I don't think so that the game is over. There was also nice positioning by the Elven player, forcing the Isengard to move around this mountain or rock, we can call it. But yeah, with Carnage and the position of the Elven player, it allows Lourdes to get really fast level 5. And if the game is going to get longer a little bit, the leadership is going to kick in for all those units that Isengard save and heal near the fortress.
Yeah, he was also using the Weapon of Talent, and once again, one archer is not gonna be enough to stop them from doing what they are doing. Guys, please, in the chat, I'm reading now your messages. I said it many times, please don't talk about this is a bad game, this is a bad game. Guys, some of you might like Rise of the Witch King, some of you might like BFME2, but that doesn't mean that you can shit on the other game, you know? Just let the people enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. I just don't like this kind of discussions. They are leading nowhere, and just to hate and more discussions, more drama. We don't need that. We don't need any of these, so please keep the chat clean. We have a BFME2 tournament, and maybe in the next year we're gonna have Rise of the Witch King tournament. So just BFME is BFME for me, you know. I like every BFME game equally, to be honest. Lourdes is level 5. Trample into the backline with the Lancers, but very smart move from Sauron. Do you see that? He was switching to roll ground stance just in time to not get one-shotted.
To tank the damage, to not allow his opponent also to get more power points.
Yeah, very true. Haldir, but the thing is, Haldir has to be extremely careful, you know, because Lourdes is level 5. He has Carnage plus Cripple. So Cripple, that means Haldir is not gonna be able to move for like 30 seconds, and boom, you throw your sword, you go into the melee range, use your Carnage, and take him out in no time.
Well, this Haldir is completely out of place at this game. At the moment, there is nothing that he can do. He will just get, as you said before, Cripple and Carnage. Tom Bombardil defensively completely to just defend and not even being able to save the barrack, none of them. Forcing just to Isengard to get away and escape from the battlefield for now. And in the meantime, we got Saruman on the battlefield also, so it only shows that Isengard got full control over the map. Over the game.
Isengard is definitely a huge advantage. He has 11 power points collected after the Vision of Palantir, Weapon of Talent, and he's sitting right now on 750 command points, guys. 750. And Elven play is down to 500, but most importantly, look the percentage of the command points he's using. Like around 10% only. He has 64 out of 500 available command points, which is basically a fifth or even less than that from the Isengard army. And you know, that's gonna create constant pressure on the Elven player. He will be forced to eventually defend himself all alone, and you will see where this goes, because Isengard player was doing a smart move, like Yoda said. Tom Bombadil can't be everywhere at the same time, so Isengard was splitting, going around, dealing economical damage, dealing damage to the production buildings, which is gonna cut the unit generation from the Elven player. No more units any soon. He has no pikemen beside the one which is recovering around the fortress. And that means the pikeman can't leave his position. He has to be next to the archers, you know. And Lourdes can just dive in once again. Beautiful trample with the War Riders, and that's absolutely worth it.
Decent one. Let's hope that he will be able to save this battalion. And I mean,
even if not, that doesn't really matter too much, to be honest with you, because he has so much more money. Look his money. Do you see? He has around 2k already. He has Saruman on the field, my dude.
Yeah, he got Saruman. Although, as you can see, the Wizard Blast is going to be maybe cancelled. Now it's
best
going to be
blast in the
used, yeah.
The best Wizard Blast ever.
Just to force the opponent to get away from the blast.
Fireball. Sharing experience, leveling up to level 4 like crazy. Fireball, level 3 is unlocked. 16 power points. 16. Oh, well, that's a lot of power
level
points.
6 at the moment. But that's good. Elven player. Elf, even if he's trying to push the opponent back, he's not able to do it. He doesn't have army, he doesn't have power points to do so.
Yeah. I mean,
And it
just
shows.
that's over. I mean, at this point, you can do whatever you want. The only thing that can save you eventually is if Sauron loses his internet connection, you know? It's the only way. You can just
Even
close his
then,
eye, press Q, and just E-click, you know, to the Elven base.
I mean, even then, are you going to give Enumara points at this point?
And that's the rule, my friend.
Yes, really?
Like, you know, that's why players are always hoping for like electricity to shut down or internet connection to be lost. GG's gonna be called from Enumara, and that's gonna lead Sauron to a game-winning point. He needs to only win one more game to win the quarterfinals against Enumara on a very classic map, Forts of Brunnen, which is of course different. I mean, I can show you guys by zooming out a bit so you can see. I mean, for me, this map doesn't look at all like Forts of Eisen. It's definitely different. We have, I mean, of course, the same amount of creeps. Like we have 2 Warg layers, even less creeps than in BFME1, and 2 Troll layers, just like in the map Forts of Eisen. And also the Trolls, just like in the map Forts of Eisen, are protecting those inns. So the creeps are pretty much identical. The map feels a bit more bigger. Maybe it's me. I don't know, maybe it's the same size, can't see. But from my first impression, when I just check out the map, it feels like a bit bigger than Forts of Eisen. And we will have the red model player Enumara on the right side against the yellow Elven player Sauron on the left side. And Enumara is using the Eye of Sauron to see what's going on. For the first time, actually. He was never scouting before.
Well, maybe he realized that he have to. He got to do it, and he's using Eye of Sauron, which is a good call. This map is pretty huge if you build everything near your base.
Yeah, and also for Slaughterhouse opening, Son Goku is saying in the chat, since I'm watching Shanks, Sauron won all the tournaments. Yeah, well, that's not wrong. Sauron is actually, yeah, definitely one of the best players of BFME2 and Rise of the Witch King. And also that's surprising me that people didn't actually manage to dethrone him, you know, kick him out of the place #1 by practicing a bit more, because it is actually worth it, you know. Sauron was just winning recently $60, by the way, from the Rise of the Witch King tournament, and like a week later, he's yet in another cash prize tournament for BFME2, which also gonna give him the chance to win pretty much the same money, if he's gonna be able to win the tournament, of course. And like everybody is able to do that. Just practice, practice, practice. And especially for the Christmas tournament, for the BFME2, we're gonna have a bigger cash prize. It's bare minimum, it's gonna be $200, even more if you are lucky. So stay tuned. Christmas tournament. Tap Shop, welcome.
Money for presents.
Yeah, you know, money for presents, or you can also just subscribe to my channel for a full year. So we have 4 slaughterhouses. I believe he was rushing the Nazgul. That's something we have seen many times. Now he's building up 2 Orc Pits right after. On the other side, Elven player Sauron is building or getting some archers on the field and building the stable actually pretty much right after. And yeah, that's indeed a Nazgul rush. The builder is scouting. He needs to be careful. I believe the builder is gonna be doomed when the Nazgul is able to see him. But yeah.
He went the other direction, and it was actually a good call. He will catch archers. Oh, he haven't seen them.
Yeah.
He just realized that they've been discovered because they moved under the tree. And it will doom them.
What a trample. Getting level 2, almost level 3 immediately. Vlori89 LCT, thanks for the follow. Welcome guys, welcome everybody who was just tuning in. 2 minutes delay in the stream because of the tournament game. Sorry if we are not able to read your messages or respond to your messages in time. Okay, so what's the plan? Lancers? I mean, that's gonna force you eventually to get some Easterlings on the field, right? To counter them.
He will get Easterlings, although he got this Nazgul to catch riders, and this is kind of weird. I mean, if you get into the pikes, of course, the capability to catch Lancer is going to be gone for a minute. He may go for Haradrim Palace like later on, but at this point, now he wished to go for tons of orcs, just harass his opponent. Maybe even creep, although it's a really weird decision to make, because he knew that his opponent got archers, got spearmans.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, The thing is that Mordor is doing a good job. Like, he's keeping the Elven player busy. Like, look, the Elven player positioning in the map. Elves are kinda in a turtle situation, and Mordor is able to do whatever he wants. He's now getting the second Nazgul on the field already. And that's a very sneaky little offensive Malone tree coming up for Sauron at the bottom right side. Sauron is in a good spot, let's be real. Like, Sauron is leading 3-1. It means he can afford to lose even 2 matches in a row for a game point, game number 7. But if he wins that, he's gonna be, of course, automatically promoted to the semi-finals.
You don't want to lose in such a situation, definitely.
Maybe you can experiment, you know? I'm just saying that he might, you know, he will be feeling a bit more comfortable in this kind of situation. When you know that you are leading 3-1, you can maybe try to do something else. And just to see, practice, experiment, if you want to say so. Lancers are trampling down orcs, but the debuff is coming in clutch. Of course, debuff is not able to stack. So if you have 2 Nazguls nearby and they have both debuff, that's not gonna affect 2 times. That would be kind of crazy if you think about that, because there are 3 Nazguls that would be reducing your damage and armor by 25 3 times. That means you will only deal 25% damage and 25% armor. It would be just kind of crazy.
Nazgul almost died by trampling pikes by mistake.
Close, but not close enough.
And also Malotry is still alive. The first Malotry that Sauron was able to make. So this is pretty good defense, let's say it. Of course, there are already 2 Nazguls. The damage has been done. The forced backup from the Elven player has been done also. But he is still trying to push, I think. And now it's the time for him to do so. I don't think so.
And also, you need to keep in mind that Elven player has still more command points available for now.
Well, they got the same amount of command points field, almost like. But it also depends how they're going to use it, because both the Lancers and Nazgûs could be killed, as well as all the infantry units except pikes for the Elven player position.
Oh, nice catch there from the Nazgûs. Very well done on the archers. Very well done. This Malon tree is going down as well. Maybe he's going for the 3rd Nazgûl, but we see now a counter hero, and this is Haldir. Haldir is here now. Beautiful. And just don't waste time here creeping. He's getting dismounted, very smart move. To get a bit more tanky against pikemen. Mounted heroes are like, oh, but he's so squishy still. Look how much damage he's taking. Haldir is smashing him. I don't like this Haldir auto-attack animation. He's also very, very slow when he's not mounted. He will go down, definitely. He's trying to get mounted. Can he get away? Can he get away? No way, he can't get away. No way.
He stopped attacking him.
And that's the worst case scenario. Haldir got the last hit. Now he has leadership.
Yeah, with the arrow, and he got level 4. The Nazgûl got to stay near Haldir at the moment, at all time, because of the leadership.
But that's easier said than done, because the Nazgûl, we have seen, he's not able to tank quite a lot, so he will die when he is getting anywhere close.
Yeah, that's true, but it's the only way. I don't mean that he needs to fight with this Nazgûl, although it will be preferable by him. And there is a heal for Elfen player to heal up units. That's looking really...
That looks really grim actually for the Mordor player.
Yeah, it was looking really grim. It was looking promising when Mordor was able to attack, but he wasn't able to deal that much damage.
I mean, you see just the Nazgûl get killed in no time when he is in the melee range. Haldir was also dealing a lot of damage to him. Legolas is also hitting like a truck against Nazgûl with the hook strike. He is dealing like a lot of damage. And other than that, of course, in order to counter the Nazgûl, you need to have some pikemen. And when you have pikemen around your archers, the Nazgûl can't really approach you. He's going for a counter attack with the orcs, but orcs are, you know, orcs at the end of the day, they will die. They will get out they will get out-microed. Archers are gonna kill them in no time. But they were still able to destroy 2 Malon trees, which is not bad at all. And we have also Mouth of Sauron now, is another hero.
Mouth of Sauron is actually a good counter for Haldir.
Yeah, and also against Lancers, I think. He's also not bad.
Yeah, he's dealing splash damage towards units anyway, so he's going to kill them.
Yeah, I'll have 650 command points. And what is this barricade summon? Do you see that?
Maybe to push back the opponent from this point.
But that's a 10 power point investment, and that's gonna be taken down now.
It's really, really weird position for the barricade, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
if only Sauron decided he can move a little bit into his own base with archers and then just destroy this barricade as he's doing at the moment with Haldir and the army of units. So it wasn't a good investment, I think, from Enumara to do so. He wasn't able to deal any kind of damage and just waste this barricade.
Yeah, I mean, then 10 power point wasted. And just take a look into recurring command points and power points so this you guys can be up to date. Sauron, the Elven player, he's also picking a different color, by the way. The color is not matching with the scoreboard, I know. Heal, Rallying Call, and nearly 9 power points collected on top of that. His command points kept right now. He has more units than he's allowed to. That means he can't get more units, but that also means that he will have the chance to save potentially for some stronger heroes like Legolas or Tranduil or Elrond. He has 9 power points, like mentioned before. Mordor is also the same command points available like his opponent. He's creeping the Work Layer for additional money. Barricade was just recently used, it's on cooldown. And he has 2 heroes. He lost the Nazgul, he was also not reviving the Nazgul. This Nazgul is almost level 5, and the Mouth of Sauron is level 2. The level 3 here in BFME2 unlocks your Evil Eye. While I believe in Rise of the Witch King you need to be level 7 for that or something like that. Panzer, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. Heal has been used, but I think this attack is not gonna achieve too much. He might be able to destroy the level 2 slaughterhouse though. Maybe?
I don't think so that he's going to commit for it, or maybe.
Yeah, he's committing.
It's lots of units that are going to be like lost here, in my opinion.
Maybe Haldir goes down as well. That was Evil Eye. He was using Evil Eye against what? Against Lancers?
Against Lancers, he killed like 2 of them.
Oh, look, the damage from Mouth of Sauron against Haldir.
Commitment wasn't a good idea.
Level 4, the Doubt is gonna be unlocked. That's gonna be an active debuff on the enemy units, which is not gonna only make them lose leadership and also quarter damage, quarter armor, but also make them slower, which I believe is gonna give it a chance for like a chase potential. 5% minus 5% movement speed on the enemy units. And maybe that's gonna be effective. That's a huge Elven army though coming now. I believe in this matchup as Mordor you need catapults, guys. Katas are gonna hit very hard against archer spam. The Nazgul! Oh, it was close, man. That was really close.
If only there would be a Farsight used.
Yeah, Foresight would increase your range. Boom, he would be out. But it's fine. Now he needs to heal up over time. 8 power points collected, 450 for Mordor, 700 for Elves, and 15 power points collected after the heal and Rallying Call, and 10 of them is going to be invested into the Mist. Mist is working pretty much like a debuff, but also makes your units invisible around the area, which is really nice. And you can combine it maybe with Foresight to extend even your range a little bit. There is not a real Mordor army. Evil Eye, beautiful hit, is reloading quite fast.
That will be all. That will be all that Mordor is going to do. He got some archers, Haradim archers, but if only those units are going to be invisible,
yeah,
there is nothing that will happen to them. Even if Nazgul is going to appear with Mouth Sauron to discover them, and the stuff will be deactive, it will only mean the death of those heroes.
Doubt will be used, but he is missing the Doubt on the main army, which is hiding behind. Archers, but there is only one of them. Mouth of Sauron is diving in. Barricade will be used for the second time, but this time more defensively. And that's gonna be enough to force the Elven player to retreat, as the Nazgul is healing up slowly but surely over time. This Nazgul is already full health. I mean, the other one is also back on the fields now, level 4, level 5, and Mouth of Sauron, I believe, is level 4, right? Let me check. Yeah, almost level 5 too.
Almost 5.
But Elven player has a crazy amount of eco, and now he has also Elrond, Agent Smith on the field, guys.
Oh, we got Elrond on the field.
He's saying, hello, Mr. Anderson. Unfortunately, though, Yoda, he's not being the actor. He's not in the upcoming film of Matrix, which is kind of sad, you know.
Yeah, I don't really seems to like also this new Matrix movie. It's like too late in my opinion. It's a little bit too late.
That hurts. He lost a level 3 slaughterhouse there, man. It hurts. And Mordor is dropping down to 300 command points only. He has 2 slaughterhouses left on the field, guys. Oof. It hurts.
He got to rebuild everything, and all those slaughterhouses will be on rank 1. Only Mouth Sauron is dealing some kind of damage, but without his Evil Eye, he's only just to tank the damage that will be dealt to him.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we got Elrond, not the hero that I would like to see on this in this matchup. Maybe Legolas, maybe Thranduil even to take down with those Haradim archers. But when you got so much resources and so much advantage, you don't really care.
I mean, they are fast, the Elven heroes. That's really good. Look how fast they are. They are running wild, my dude. They are running wild. Look, they are so fast. And also, of course, he has Atelas, which is sustain for him and the nearby allied heroes. So I'm assuming he's gonna be in a safe spot. And he has also high tier leadership. That's the good thing about him. Once he's level 3, high tier, which is able to stack with the damage leadership from Haldir. So you can make your allies and your lancers or archers or Lorien warriors really, really strong. And look at the money from the Elven player. I mean, he has 825 command points available in total. It means he can go for whatever. But the Worm is coming in clutch. The Daupt will be used on the enemy units. And heroes, they are when they are mounted. We have seen this already, I think, a couple of days ago. The Arvin was getting one-shotted. Atelas was used. Haldir is getting in safety.
Just in time.
Just in time. But look the money, you see the money from the Elven player? He has enough for Transil or Legolas now.
Oh, Haldir unfortunately been knocked down twice, and Sauron doesn't realize what just happened.
He kills his own stuff though. Okay.
A little bit.
And the harassment keeps going on, you know, the Lancer, you see the Lancer coming now once again?
Yeah, they are here to harass. As we can see, they've done already a good job, level 4 for them, almost level 5.
Yeah. And either Legolas or Thranduil is coming, by the way, guys. Sauron is elves, Mustafa. Mustafa, can you play after this one? Is Measure of X still in the chat? If yes, because we can get your games right after Measure of X against Mustafa in the upcoming series, in the upcoming games in the quarterfinals for the series number 2. Colors are not matching, I told you already, guys. I was not paying attention in the loading screen, sorry. Actually, Mouth of Sauron is sitting really hard against buildings too. Maybe if he gets level 10, but I think that's hard because he's only level 5. Level 10 can be also game-changing to force them to fight against each other. Oh, Measure of X is also in the chat. Maybe we can get it done.
We'll see. You sound like you just counted down the Enumara from winning the game.
I mean, I said right after this one. Like, not after this game, after the series.
And we got Thranduil on the map, and Nazgul punching pikes again.
And this Thranduil, guys, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, is also able to get mounted. He's like a horse archer hero. He's able to get say it. This one, this mount, you see? On his elk. Oh, nice Evil Eye. This guy is like a wizard, my dude. He's coming in clutch, using ability, disengaging, you know? Pretty nice, but Thranduil is hitting hard now, and he's only level 1. If Thranduil gets some levels, hey. Be careful with the...
moving. What just happened?
What happened?
Oh, he was...
What happened? He also took no damage there. What's going on, Fiesta?
They both been looking into something else.
Yeah, he was looking definitely somewhere else. And also the attack from the north side is happening at the same time. How many power points do we have? 5 for Mordor and 15 for elves. And he has now the chance to go for the Eagle Alliance special summon. Thranduil is level 2.
No, for ants.
Here you can't go. I mean, again, Rise of the Witch King, you can go for it. Okay.
It's...
Oh, lololo. The music when ants are getting special summon is pretty nice. Nazgul can't approach. There are just so many units. Level 5 ants left and right. They are tanky as hell. Daupt will be used. The siege has begun. Is he gonna be able to kill? Evil Eye will be used. I don't know what's going on. GG, well played, my friends. Enumara is calling it, guys. That's gonna be it. Sauron is moving on to the semi-finals as the first player in the semi-finals. Enumara is gonna be defeated, but still he was able to win against Sauron one game. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. And I think if he can keep training, keep playing, he might get better and better and better, eventually perform much better in the upcoming